Hi, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snowell. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions. We travel the world for past, present, and future stars. Hey, look, we got our special guest. We had a little technical difficulties, but we got it worked out. Man, no other than gold medal Olympian, also a world champion, Leo Randolph, from coming you live from Washington, and I'm in Tampa, Florida. Man, welcome into the World Boxing Review radio show, Leo. How you doing, champ?
Hello, Mr. Aaron. Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's an honor to be here, be part of your show. Thank you,
Oh,
Aaron.
hey, you're welcome, champ, man. Hey, look, man, you were a part of a a great boxing team in that 1976 Olympic team, man. So before we get into all of that, let's talk about your beginning. How did you start fighting? Who got you interested in it? So to familiarize fans that may know your name, but they forget the history of Leo Randolph. How'd you get in the game, champ?
I started when I was 9 years old. I was at a boys club back in 1968. So I started way back then, and we started in a gym, just playing around first, not interested in really being anything, just joking around. Then my coach name is Joe Cloud. He's the one that started the gym, so I started working with him. And that's how it began. First, it started as just fun, playing around with my cousin in the boxing ring. Then we got serious, and each step led to another step.
Now, in this journey, how old were you? You said 9 years old. Is that what you
Yes, I was
said?
9 years old. Yes.
Yeah, when you were 9 years old. Now, did you participate in the Junior Olympics on your conquest to be an Olympian?
I sure did. It was in Cheyenne, Wyoming, back in 1973. Went to the Olympics. That's the time Rocky Lockwood and I was on the same team. That year, Rocky Lockwood won the gold medal, and I got the bronze medal at that time. So I was very disappointed for not getting the gold medal as an amateur, but I did go to the Junior Olympics.
Now, I want to ask you something. At 9 years old, well, how much you weigh at 9 years old? Because when you were on the Olympic team, you didn't weigh much more than a guy. How much you weigh when you were nine?
I started at 60 pounds.
60 pounds. Oh man. Well, that's a jewel. 60 pounds, 9 years old, man. This what we talk about. What the realities of boxing, as kids' activity and participating in amateur sports. Dreams only come true if you believe that they do. You have to dream a little while, work hard, make it happen. And you worked hard to make some big time dreams happen. Now, did you fight in the Golden Gloves?
I did. We had in this Tacoma area, there's like at least 7 or 6 Golden Gloves. I fought in 6 Golden Gloves here in this area. So the
Wow.
Golden Gloves was like everything around this area.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about you being, you fought and won the gold medal in the flyweight division, if I'm correct. Is that correct?
That's right, 112-pound flyweight.
Yeah. Now, African Americans, because our size, it's unique to find an African American down in those lower weight classes. You normally find Hispanics or Mexicans or Asians in those weight classes. So, what did it mean to you, to be that size and fighting at this lower weight class?
I wasn't familiar with like the Asian, the Afro American status, but being down there, I just figured my size and weight, and that's why I shot for 112 because of my size.
because of your size. Now,
Yeah, I'm five and a half.
yeah. How about
My
the
height
nationals?
is.
Yeah. Any national tournaments, the Pan Am Games, the World Games? Did you fight in those type of tournaments?
Yes, I did. I fought in a lot of nationals. In 70, well, leading up to the Olympics, you have to win a national tournament. Two national tournaments. I fought the National Golden Gloves. That was in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I fought the National AAU in Knoxville in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. Now,
Yes.
did you in the World Games or the Pan Am Games or the Goodwill Games? Did you participate in any of those games?
No, I didn't. I didn't make any of those games. And that's why when Howard Cosell said that I wasn't going to win because I had no experience. And so because I didn't participate in those games like Leonard and all those guys, most of the guys on our team had this participated in a lot of games like that, but I didn't.
Okay, let's because I know people want to hear this story. You know, as you're on the Olympic team, you had a gold medal roommate that was in that ring, and it was no other than who?
Mr. Leon Spinks.
I know Leon has always been a character. You know, I know Leon very well. I worked with him times when he was pro. But man, tell me some tales about Leon in camp and how his brother Michael tried to keep him in line.
Yeah, Leon was amazing, real amazing guy. Well, anyway, I don't want to just talk about it in a negative way, but
No,
still,
Leon was.
at, at 3 o'clock in the morning, you hear somebody rumbling around, coming into the door. Leon, where you been? Oh, I was out having fun. But think about it, at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's out having fun. But that next morning, we get up to go run. He's right there in front, like nothing even happened. He's a real cool dude, and nice to be around. Friendly guy. So I
Yeah.
enjoyed being roommate with Leon. Mm.
Ain't no question about Leon Spinks, man. The Spinks brothers, the Spinks family, a fighting family, man. Leon was just that type of guy, man. He can play on both ends of the stick, and but when he worked, man. He worked hard, and absolutely. How much did those type of guys being around those guys, Ray Leonard, Michael Spinks and Leon Spinks, all y'all winning the gold. How much did y'all keep inspiring each other, bouncing, that inspiration off each other, being on the team? How much did
Yeah, it
that
was
mean?
a teamwork. Absolutely teamwork. We was the 76 Olympic team, and we get together after workout that night and sit around and just encourage each other. And I was definitely looking up to them because they've been there. They fought against the Cubans, the Russians. They've been all around. With that experience, I tried to get as much experience mentally and as I could from them to apply to my boxing ability.
Hmm. Now, leading into the games, of that Olympic tournament in '76. How many fights did you have to fight in order to get to the gold medal rounds?
It was amazing. It was like an uphill battle. I had to win 9 in a row. These are the
Wow.
toughest guys all over United States, and a lot of them had experience, been to the Pan Am, and been to a lot of Special Olympic games and all. And so it was like an uphill battle. I had to win 9 in a row. I lost. I lost. You never heard of Alberto Sandoval?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fought
Sandoval, yeah.
him. Yeah, Sandoval, I fought him. He was favored to win. He was favored to go to the Olympics. So I fought
Yeah.
him twice. The first time I fought him, I lost. So I had to win 9 in a row to even make to the Olympic team.
Wow, that's an interesting story. That was just difficult to do, and you did it.
Mm,
And congratulations on your hard work to pull it off
mm.
to win the gold. Who'd you fight in the gold medal rounds of the '76 Olympics?
He was from Cuba. Gosh, I'm not thinking his name right now. Gosh, but he was from Cuba, and he was had been to the games before. He was favored to win also. So Harvard Cosell and well, I don't know if Leo Randolph gonna win this one because so on and so on. But anyway, gosh, I can't think of his name right now, but he was from Cuba.
Right. And look, you pulled off the win. Who was the first one to win a gold medal on your team? To bring the first gold medal to the team?
My weight, I was 112 pounds. Mm. After I did it, then it was Howard. You remember Howard Davis?
Of course, I remember Howard Davis very well. Bless his heart. May he rest in peace. What a
Yes,
great fighter he was.
yes.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Howard, Charles Mooney. Charles Mooney was on our team. He was a United States Army representative, but he was on our team also, and he got the silver medal. Charles Mooney did.
Yeah. I just was with Charles Mooney. This year, I was with Charles Mooney at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Charles was there.
Okay,
What a
awesome.
great guy.
So he was coaching. Was he a coach then?
Yeah,
When you,
he trains down in Florida. You know, he's working with
okay,
different guys
right.
down here.
Mm,
Great guy, man. Great personality.
mm,
Mooney is, and a great teacher and a student of the game of boxing. He is, but all of y'all are that way. And you know, you mentioned Michael Spinks earlier. From time to time, we go around together, Michael Spinks and us, at different Hall of Fames and stuff like that. You know,
okay.
uh,
Mm.
yeah, it's great to see those guys out and still doing well and looking well, like yourself, man. You know, you'll
Oh,
never
thank you.
imagine you're as old as uh, that you are now. If you don't mind, tell me your age. How old are you now,
Well,
champ?
I'm 167. No, I'm 67 years old.
Yeah. Well, you looking good for that age, man. And let me tell you, man. Going down memory lane, you know, you were part of MAP Sports, Muhammad Ali's professional and amateur sports, when Muhammad Ali sought out to get the best amateurs in the United States with Harold Smith on a boxing team. Joe Cloud and Chuck Bodak and those guys. You were at the camp in Deer Lake. Talk about your experience up there and what did that mean to you being on the Muhammad Ali's team?
That was amazing. Muhammad Ali is such a wonderful guy. Again, I want to mention Joe Cloud again because he's the one that encouraged. They got Joe Cloud, and then Joe Cloud brought me up there also. So I had to keep putting Joe Cloud in there because he's the one that been with me since I was 9 years old. And I got to give him all the credit I got to give him because he was like a father figure to me. I didn't have a father. So Joe Cloud was, I call him my dad. So he the one that brought me there to the camp, and that camp was amazing. Just being there, being around Ali. Ali was such an amazing guy. Off the camera, whole different person. Nice guy. He liked to do jokes, play with people. We was constantly laughing. He had us laughing all the time. And that camp in general was just amazing. Amazing camp, amazing experience being there. And so I really give Harold guys a lot of credit for that camp.
Yeah, you know, you were the first champion that MAPS had for Muhammad Ali professional amateur sports. You were the first one to bring a world title belt to that company and that organization, man.
So I appreciate that, and I give God all the credit. Religion has always been part of my part of being in the boxing ring. I take pleasure of being saying God is great all the time.
Yeah, man. What did it feel like when all of y'all had them gold medals in this '76 Olympic? You know, what did that mean when uh, all the guys you've been training with, working with, everybody's walking around with gold medals around, you know. To talk about that atmosphere, what was the experience like when all of y'all were together with the medals?
It was just phenomenal. It was like you see a mountain, Mount Everest. You want to climb that mountain. You know all the things you got to do, preparation and everything. And so you get started and get everything ready. You got your ups and downs, your falls, your aches and your pain, and then you keep working at it. And you keep working almost at the top. And you lifting each other up because after each fight we encourage the other person. Come on, you could do it. Come on, come on. And then we almost up there. Then you finally get to the mountain. Everybody get to the top of the mountain, rejoicing. It's an amazing feeling. It is just amazing being up there and looking and say, "Hey, I did it." All that hard work was worth it, and all the glory to go behind being on top is amazing.
Yeah. So after you know, in boxing, when you're on a high stage like that, then to turn pro, and you know, you have swings of emotional feel from the highs and the lows of the game, because when you start uh, your amateur career, you fought a few times in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, didn't you?
Yes, I sure have. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's where I was training. You heard of Lou Duva?
Yeah.
I was with the Lou Duva camp for a while, and his was in Philadelphia. I trained at the Joe Frazier gym when I was
Right.
in Philadelphia. That Joe Frazier, real nice guy with his limousine service. We rode around in his car all the time. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was Philadelphia was
With
that
his
good.
brother, with his brother, the chauffeur, that white
Okay, yeah,
limousine he had.
driving us
Yeah,
around. You're
yeah,
right.
Tom was his brother. He was
Okay.
the chauffeur. Tom was that white limousine. I never forget it. You're right. Yeah, it's simply amazing, man. And you know, before you were number one contender when you fought for the title. Is that correct?
No, I hadn't got that far. They kind of, I think I was like number 5 or 6, but I fought the number one contender to help me get up to that area. Well, no, he was number 6. Oh God, going blank on his name. But I fought the number 5 contender, and they gave me the area to get up there to do it. So thank again to the Muhammad Ali training camp and that organization that helped me to get up there and get in there. You heard of a guy named Oscar Menez?
Yes.
A Mexican. I fought him.
Yeah.
He's the one that he was up there, and so he was supposed to fight for the title, but he gave me a shot, and unfortunately for me, that I beat him, and his camp did not like that. I fought
No.
him in California. And they
Right.
did not like that I beat him. And after we were leaving the ring, they were throwing things at us and booing. They did not like me beating Oscar Menez because he was supposed to be the champion at that time.
Yeah, hey, look, man, the Olympic Auditorium was known for throwing stuff at people at that time in Cali. You know, they do that in a minute. Some great fights happened there. But who did you fight for the bantamweight? You left from flyweight. You're bantamweight now as a pro. Who'd you fight for the bantamweight championship?
I going blank on his name. Gosh, what a blank on his name. I could go in there and look and see.
No, that's
Okay.
all right. You know, but
Um,
you fought for the WBA bantamweight championship and won it, correct?
I did, yes. That was 1980. I fought that we went 15 rounds. That was in the days. So I
Yeah,
went 15 rounds. In the
and you got
15th
him.
round,
You get him in the
I'm
15th.
sorry.
Then you stop him in
Yes,
the 15th.
yes, I did. Stopped him in the 15. They just said he was completely exhausted. We both was exhausted. I just didn't let him know that I was tired as he was. But he just kind of just laid on the ropes and just kind of stopped punching.
Yeah, and you know, to capture a world title and a gold medal, man. what did it feel like to accomplish those type of goals in boxing?
Again, I use the analogy of climbing a mountain. It's something you said, this is what I want to do, and give God the credit, grace of God. Again, my coach, Joe Cloud, he was with me the whole time, from amateur all the way up to professional. And so just had those guidings, and it was just amazing. It's amazing to be able to set a goal and accomplish that goal, and I still give God the credit because I said, do the things that I went through, it was so different than like, well, how did you do that? Get up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, run with the screep machine, see him running out there early in the morning
Right.
when you want to be in the bed asleep. So it was amazing.
Yeah. Hey, look, now that you got the gold medal, you're champion of the world. You reach retirement. We done gave people some of your back history, some of your accomplishments. But now that you're retired from the game, you're doing a lot of great work, community work in your community. You were given the key to the city, different proclamations and stuff like that. Talk about all the great things that you're doing in the Tacoma, Washington area by helping youths and stuff like that. Talk a little bit about that.
Okay, I'm trying to keep myself active. My wife is a wonderful wife, Lynn Randolph. She's helped me, encouraging me to keep going. And so what I do is like last week I was out with community help rehabilitation program. Helped them, went there, gave them a speech on encouraging them to keep going, don't give up. And that's my thing now. Double youth. We have a juvenile system here, and I go there. Matter of fact, I'm a barber. I cut hair at the juvenile
Yeah.
facility. I've been doing that for 38 years, cutting hair.
Yeah,
So
so you go to the senior homes in the juvenile place and cut hair and things like that. I know that they feel good to have a champion haircut.
They said all the time. They said, "Oh man, I'm next," and they asked me about my career and all. And I give them, and I could talk to them about setting goals. My main thing, tell them setting goals, change their mentality of thinking where they are now about doing criminal things, criminal line. If you put your mind to something and work at it, you can make it. So I try to be that example for them, and they enjoy. They seem to enjoy my haircut. They be talking about boxing, how they're gonna box this, and when they get out, what they're gonna do. So that's encouraging to see the kids want to make a change in their life.
Yeah, absolutely. And for guests that are just tuning in, we have the Leo Randolph, a former 1976 gold medal Olympic winner, and also WBA bantamweight champion, talking to us today. So, hey, look, man, it's been an interesting conversation about his whole career, and we just felt, such a great person doing great things, man, for you to come on the World Boxing Review, since we deal with past, present, and future stars. And boy, this morning was exciting. We had trouble getting you on, but technical difficulties. But God seemed it for you to be on the show this morning. I want to thank you for coming on the show, and let people know a little bit about you and what you're doing. Greatly appreciated that you came on the World Boxing Review. So what are in your future plans, and how can people that need a motivational speaker, need some help, how can people get in touch with you in order to see if they can put together some business with you or something like that? How can people reach you?
Okay, I don't know if it's okay to get my number out online, but I don't mind people calling me, and I go to
Hey,
different schools, different.
yeah. If you want to give them your number, go ahead. If you got, I know you're on Facebook. People can try to reach you on Facebook. If you want to give your telephone number out, you can give it out, or people can reach you on Facebook, or however you want to do it. So to get you out there.
Okay, they can look me up on Facebook. I am on
Okay.
Facebook. Look under Leo Randolph, and I will respond to all the invitations. Matter of fact, I have one coming up in Alaska. I'm going to Alaska beginning of the year to talk to some kids over there.
Yeah, and I want to tell all of these Hall of Fames that are out there. I know you're in the Tacoma, Washington Boxing Hall of Fame, which you righteously deserve. But sometimes in the lower weight classes, guys who did great things and that are doing great things, sometimes they're overlooked because the bigger guys got more attention. But I'm telling them, man, to look at your bio and stuff like that, who you are, and put Leo Randolph's name on those ballots, and get him in some other Hall of Fames that are out there. And I'm going to try to help with some of that. I'm going to talk to some of the guys that I'm dealing with to get your name on some of their ballots and see if they can get you voted in, because you deserve to be in all that. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And anytime someone's doing great work with kids, they need to be recognized, because without spending time with the youth, we have no future. And that's why you're spending your time with them kids to make them better people. When you make better people, you make better um, community. And when you make better community, all of us live better and all of us do better together, man. So, in that talking, from community work, you receive different things. We talk about the key to the city. When did you get that key to the city?
God, that was quite a while ago. That was back in the 80s. They gave me the key
Wow.
to the city. So back in the
Wow.
80s. Uh,
Yeah, well, that opens the door
and
second to none. You got a proclamation too. Uh,
I
did
did.
they give it the proclamation at the same time, or did the key to the city and then later they gave you a proclamation? Talk a little bit about that, because that's big stuff.
Yeah, a few days later, well, a few months later, they gave me the proclamation, and I used that. My wife and I helped me to use that proclamation. It's for May 15th. Every year we go out and pass out food to the homeless on that day. So that we call that the Leo Randolph Day, from the proclamation from the city of Tacoma. And so every year she and I go out and pass out food. So that's an honor to be able to do that.
Yeah, and there's also a gold medalist up there from Tacoma, Washington, Leroy Seals. Ain't he from Tacoma?
Yeah, it's Sugar Ray Seals. Sugar
Yeah,
Ray
yeah,
Seals. He's the
Sugar
one.
Ray Seal.
1972, he's the one that started the idea that you can win a gold medal. So he's the one that opened up the door. Is Sugar Ray Seals, and yes, he's still here, and he's still active, going around doing things also in the community.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a little bit. He was living in Indianapolis for a minute up there, and he used to come to the Indiana Boxing Hall of Fame
Hmm.
and stuff. I used to see him around a little bit. I haven't seen him in a minute, but we wish our best to Sugar Ray Seals. Um, you know, Hats off, great fighter, great champion in his own right. But you two up there, it tells you when you get medals like that from an area like that, uh, there's great things happening. They're pouring a lot of different things into you, and hopefully that the stuff that you're doing, that you can get uh, different champions, and if it ain't in boxing, in some other form of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because it's effortless that these kids need, and you're taking your time to bring the best out in them, and that's good. So when people reach out to you on Facebook, you know, we always need different things to keep programs going. How do people get donations or something to you so you can keep on rolling or things like that with the programs that you're doing.
Oh, that'd be awesome if I could get people to help. Right now, my wife and I just take money and we get like hundreds of dollars and go out and buy food like from McDonald's. And then we go out and pass out the different burgers. So at the end, at that year in May, if people could donate money, the more food, the more we could give out, the more people we could help. Because literally, we ran out of food. We had passed over 100 and some burgers and stuff. We ran out of food and said, sorry, folks, we don't have any more. So, but if we could get people get behind us on that day, May 15th, that'd be 2026 coming up. If anybody want to help donate to the Leo Randolph Day, passing out food, we would love to have that.
Yeah, well, we're going to try to get you some help doing that.
Wow,
with
that's
different
great.
organizations that
Thank you,
help us
Aaron.
do our thing. We'll try to get some help to you. May 15th, correct?
Yes, May 15th, yes.
Leo Randolph Day, everybody. May 15th of 2026, man. If you're hearing this call, hit them up on Facebook, show them some support, see how you can help them to uplift that day and, get some help to the people in his community up there in Tacoma, Washington. It's rightfully needed. And once a champ, always a champ, and you're doing great championship things where you're at up there in Tacoma. And I want to thank your wife for all the stuff she's doing with you, and tell her to keep up the hard work, working together, work. Two eyes or four eyes are better than two. And it's hard to beat teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And you and your wife as a team, it looks like you're setting up the bases and you're hitting a home run with the stuff that you're doing. And hats off to her. I know things get hard sometimes, but hang on in there and keep it going, Leo.
Awesome. Thank you.
In the end, it's all worth it. You know what I mean? When you see them smiles on people's face when they're in need and you hand them, it does something to you when you give
It
to
does.
charity, when you feed people, you look people in the eye when they're hungry, and when they get that meal, it's like $1 million to them, man. They're everything just lights up around them, and they light up, man. And that's what makes it all worth it, right?
That's make it really worth it. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for those encouraging words, and I appreciate that. Again, I want to
Yeah.
give my coach Joe Cloud because he was there from the beginning, and so give him the recognition also for being there with us and helping along the way. That's Joe Cloud. He's in the Philippines now, so I wish
Yeah,
him
you told me that's where he's at. Joe is in the
mm,
Philippines, man. How long's
yeah.
Joe been over there now?
Now, gosh, I guess it could be about maybe close to 20 some years he's been over there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen Joe Cloud in a long time. But yeah, Joe Cloud was something, man, to bring you from a kid up into a gold medal into a world title, man. It's
Mm,
hard work, it's dedication, and hanging in there through the hard times. If it wasn't for the hard times,
mm,
the good times wouldn't seem so good, right, Jeff? Yeah,
Yes,
through
sir,
the
right.
through the
Mm,
different struggles to make it. Um,
mm.
well, time really flies when you're having fun talking to you, man. But
Oh,
you know,
gosh.
eh,
Uh,
eh, eh, um, you know, we got to bring the good time to a
mm,
little end, but not for long. In
mm.
closing, Leo, what do you want to say, and how do you want to end it?
I really appreciate you, Aaron, for reaching out. I appreciate you for all the things you're doing for boxing, keeping boxing alive. You keeping it rolling. We really appreciate that. Thank you for reaching out to me. You're the one that reached out and grabbed me and brought me in on this side. I really appreciate you for opening up the doors and keeping things going and rolling in boxing. So thank you. I want to give you the credit that you deserve. Thank you. Aaron Snowell, thank you so
Well, hey,
much.
look, teamwork. Hey, look, Leo, you're a great champion, Olympian, and it shows when you talk to a guy like you, that Olympic spirit, man, and you have it. You have it in your voice. You have it with the things you do, and a world champion spirit. You know, champion for the ages, as I call it, and that's what you're doing. To champion the cause of being a champion, even sometimes it don't get so popular. But hey, look, you are who you are, and you're Olympian and a world champion, man. And thank you and your wife, your family, and your community up there for all the things that you're doing to try to help people. You know, Leo Randolph, hit him up on Facebook, man. uh, Send them a message, give them your phone number. So you know, see where you can help them, send them donations, send them something, or partner with them, try to help him feed these people in his program in May. And Leo, man, look, this morning been great, and it's afternoon now because it's after 12 o'clock on the East
Okay.
Coast, but it's still
Mm.
early over you. And I want to thank you for waking up early to come on the World Boxing Review radio show, man. Thank you so much. And thank the great fans for tuning in to the World Boxing Review radio show. My name is Aaron Snow. They call me the Hall of Fame trainer of champions. As we travel the world for past, present, and future stars. Thank you, champ.
Thank you, Aaron. Have a good one.
All right.